B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to Browerville as we are diving right into it, folks, with Game 2 for today for Breckenridge in the Section 6A tournament. And we're trying out a couple different camera angles because it got us in a pretty interesting spot. I was trying to see if we could get the whole batter as well as the whole pitcher here. We'll work on it as we go, as we got a swing and a foul ball. And on the hill for Breckenridge, starting off this one is Riley Kappas, as Breckenridge started off today with a 12-2 defeat to top-seeded Parker's Prairie. And Long Prairie-Grey Eagle, who came into this one, is the 2 seed. My apologies, it says Panthers on the scoreboard if you're watching on our YouTube stream, KBMW News Live. In a winner-go-home game, Long Prairie-Grey Eagle and Breckenridge are squaring off. Long Prairie got upset in extra innings by Brandon Evansville for this one. Actually, only their second loss of the season. So Breckenridge are going to try to see if lightning can strike twice, coincidentally against the Thunder, and we got a pop fly. See if Breckenridge can get their first out here, and that's going to land inside the field but not caught by Cooper Roberts, so be a 1-2 count, I believe. No scoreboard to follow here, and also we might have some difficulties for a few things because the sun is behind me, so now I can't really see my computer because it's so beautiful and sunny out here in Browerville. Just a hair bit of wind as opposed to the press box when on the main field. We're at the JV field now as Breckenridge once again fell to Parker's Prairie, and will try to keep their season alive against Thunder, rock their blue jerseys with the white pinstripes. I believe the count is 2-2. Once again, no scoreboard here, so you guys are just going to have to... And it was actually a full count, and we got a walk to start this off. Taking his base is Hagen Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst draws the walk and is going to look to try to turn it around for his squad after what they thought was kind of an out-of-character performance. Ephraim Schwartzentruber will step into the batter's box. So a couple new names for me, as Schwartzentruber will try to lay down a bunt, and the throw will not be in time to second base, and we went to the wide angle for that. We'll kind of be bouncing back and forth between the camera angles. And apologies, might also get some allergies going on out here. Spring baseball at its finest, as we got no outs, man on second here in the top of the first inning, and Schwartzentruber with a hack, and that's going to go out of play. They got us positioned to the right of behind home plate. It's actually a beautiful spot to watch a ball game, but maybe not the most ideal broadcast spot, as we got an 0-1 count for Schwartzentruber. And this one is also going to get fouled off. And if you hear the excitement going on next door, that is because there is another baseball game right behind us. There's actually like the complex has like 4 fields at work all going on at the same time, because there's also softball games going on next door. So Browerville is hopping today. I'm loving it. And not a bad miss there from Kappas. 1-2 count after the miss on the outside part of the plate. Attempting to catch the outside part of the plate. This one will be driven out to center field. Lawson Oliphant's going to have the play on it, and he'll make the out. So Schwartzentruber flies out. That'll bring up Caden Freiricks. Let's see if we're married to that pronunciation. I literally got all the pronunciations from his mom before this, so of all the ones I should get right, it should be that one. So hopefully Caden Freiricks is right. It's Riley Kappas. Just got their first out of the game. My apologies for the incorrect scoreboard. Didn't have time to update it before this started up, as we got a ball outside. As Breckenridge fell to Parker's Prairie to start off the day. 12-2 is the final in that one once again. And drop to the elimination bracket where they face Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. Brandon Evansville, who picked up the upset victory, is over next door, taking on Parker's Prairie. Once again, the #1 team in the state by QRF that Breckenridge had to square off with today, and they got a tough draw for the day, potentially the two best teams in the section back to back. Caden Frericks at the plate. One out, man on second. Riley Kappas checks the runner, and this one is driven to the outfield where it'll be hauled in for the out by Lawson Alpha, and once again he'll try to get it back in, but the runner will tag up and head to third. Off the tag. Colton Park now stepping up to the plate in the cleanup spot. Breckenridge trying to strand this runner on first. My apologies, got to remember to be switching the camera angles, folks. Get a little caught up doing my own thing, and I forget you guys probably want to see what's happening. And a busy start to the game for Lawson Alphen, but he won't be able to get to this one in time. RBI single from Colton Park. So the clutch hit puts the Thunder on the board. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle brings Zario Gonzalez into the batter's box. 5 spot in the order. He's got a man on first to work with. And this will be ripped to second base where Gavin Hoffert will make the routine 4-3 putout, and 1 hit turns into 1 run, no errors, and 1 left on. You are listening to Section 6A Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries and pre- and post-injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early integration and also can enhance and challenge return-to-sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return-to-sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI at 218-641-7725. Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians starting at $28 an hour, along with $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join the Cargill team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability veterans. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back to Browerville. The Section 6A baseball tournament is underway. And I'm not 100% sure how Breckenridge ended up as the home team in this game as the 4 seed. I'm not sure how that works. And Long Prairie's the 2 seed, but almost made me think I missed the top of the first. But Gavin Hoffert will step up to the batter's box. Due up for the Cowboys. They stick with their top of the order lineup with Gavin Hoffert, Connor Ernst, and Cooper Roberts. First pitch is swung on and missed by Hoffert. Had some good contact on his first AB last time around, so see if he can repeat history on that one, as this one a little too high, 1-1 count. And my apologies, got to update the score on here. A lot going on here, as that pitch is too high. To start off this one, the 1-1 count. And that one will nibble the outside corner to make it a 1-2 count. As Breckenridge trails Long Prairie-Grey Eagle 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. That one is fouled off by Hoffert. And swing and a miss for the strikeout at the top of the order. And that pitch was thrown by Ephraim Schwartzentruber. Or my apologies. Yeah, that is the right one. Sorry. Ephraim Schwartzentruber. I'm going to have that down by the end of the game, I promise. As we have this one popped up to the right fielder, who will go off of his gloves. So F9 to get Connor Ernst on board, or on the bags. Brings up Cooper Roberts, had 2 of his team's 3 hits last game. Connor Ernst had the other one. Schwartzentruber checks the runner at first. Delivers to Roberts. That one low and in the dirt, but a nice stop there by the catcher. And that is Caden Park. Or my apologies, Colton Park. Too high for Roberts. Man on first. 2-0 count for number 2 at the plate. And this one will be a chopper. Scooped up by the pitcher. Schwartzentruber is going to try to throw it to first, but off the mark. That would have been a tough play, so part of me is leaning toward a hit on that one, but I think we'll see what Game Changer is going to go with. But right now I'm going to go E1. As Cooper Roberts gets on base. Not that anyone goes off my numbers anyways. I end up checking the Game Changer, so Trey Vogelbacher steps up to the batter's box with 2 men on. First pitch just misses a bit outside. Ephraim Schwartzentruber struck out the first batter he faced. Next 2 got on base, and see if Vogelbacher can keep that streak going. He'll go for the pickoff, and that was right on the money, but wasn't secure. That would have been a very nice pickoff. Schwartzentruber, I think they missed an opportunity there, but that was a very nice pickoff move. Trey Vogelbacher, the cleanup hitter, also the top pitcher on the team, will line this one out to right field for the single, and then it will get mishandled by the right fielder, allowing Ernst to score. It looked like that would be a single, and then the run scored on the error. So that is gives Breckenridge their first run of the day, and also leaves runners in the corners. So strong start to this game for the Cowboys, as Paul Armitage watches strike 1 go by, but they did have a hot start in the last game too. They got their only 2 runs last game in the opening inning. Loaded the bases, and then an error allowed 2 runs to score. Swing and a miss from Armitage to get down 0-2. 1 out so far on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And a swing and a miss for the strikeout. Armitage taking a hack at the fastball, but off the mark. Brings up Riley Kappas. Pitcher versus pitcher for this one. Swing and a miss from Kappas. Potentially be a 3 strikeout inning for Schwartzentruber if he plays his cards right, but we'll see if Kappas has got something for him here as he watches the ball go by. 1-1 count with runners in the corners. Vogelbacher on first with Roberts on third. That pitch is outside. Kappas doesn't chase it. 2-1. Schwartzentruber's pitch. That one's too high, and that will score a run, potentially, and Roberts goes in safely. Doesn't even need to slide. Got to see my nifty camera work there, folks, on KBMW News Live. Apologies. Forgot I was sitting on home plate, so I probably don't want to switch off that. But 2-1, Breckenridge takes the lead off the wild pitch. Swing and a miss from Kappas to make it 2-2. And by the way, Trey Vogelbacher moved into scoring position on that wild pitch. See if Kappas can bring him home. And he'll hack it right to the pitcher. Schwartzentruber makes the can of corn throw over to first, but Breckenridge is able to put 2 runs on the board using 1 hit and 2 left on, or 1 left on. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We're part of the I3G Sports Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Browerville for the Section 6A baseball tournament. And stepping up to the plate, we got Boston Mitzel. First pitch misses the zone for ball 1. Riley Kappas gave up 1 run in his first inning of work. This one will get blooped to the second baseman. And that will be hauled in for the out by Gavin Hoffer. Funny thing, when I was in the press box, I was saying I don't think the wind was really too much of a factor, even though a couple guys had some haywire grabs there. But now that I'm out of the press box and fully open to the wind, here we are. I will admit the wind is a little more than a breeze, I'll say. You know, it's enough to affect where the ball is, I guess I'll say. And strike finds its spot from Kappas. 1 out here with Breckenridge leading 2-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riley Kappas squaring off with Gavin Johnson. And that will find the strike zone for the second strike. I should say not that Gavin Johnson. We had a Joe Johnson in the last game, a Gavin Johnson the other one. I got to shout out all my Breckenridge people with the most common last name in America. And that one roped over at the coach over down the third base line. Do those two not like each other? No, I'm just kidding. Looks like coach got out of the way pretty quick there. Gavin Johnson, the left-handed hitter, awaits the Kappas delivery. Kappas is off speed, gets grounded right to the shortstop. Connor Ernst, can of corn toss over to first for the 6-3 putout. Brings up Travis Warner. Travis Warner trying to keep this from being a 1-2-3 inning. Riley Kappas gets the sign from Paul Armitage. Fires home and in the dirt. Kappas only a sophomore for this squad, but we know how it goes in the postseason. It's kind of all hands on deck for pitching. And that one low and in the dirt once again. 2-0 count. Kappas trying to keep his squad season alive. Loser will not be moving on. And I'll have to double check the schedule, but I believe the winner of this one goes to Morris after this. I'll have to double check that, but they continue play on Monday. And this one be hit to the shortstop once again. Connor Ernst coming through for another putout. Back-to-back 6-3. And we got a 2-1 score for Breckenridge heading in the bottom of the second. You are listening to Cowboy Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. We'll be right back after this break.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And apparently that wind is a factor. Just had to run down my stat sheet, at least one of them. Got the other one. There we go. We're back in business as Tucker Snyder watches strike one go by, and now this next one's in the dirt for ball one. An operation held together by duct tape and paper clips. 3-1 count for Tucker Snyder. Got to see some action on the hill last game. Came in relief for Logan Church and watches strike two go by. Count is 2-2. Breckenridge up 2-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and now the count is full after a pitch goes by Snyder's eyes. And ball four goes by. Snyder takes his base for the first base runner of the second inning for the Cowboys. Brings up Logan Church. Got to shout out Logan Church's mom, who came through with a chair for me because I keep bothering the Browerville staff for like tables and plugins and stuff, and I was gonna go bother them for a chair as well, but Logan's mom came through, so thank you so much. I'm watching this game comfortably. We're having fun. Hopefully Logan's gonna get a rip for you now and watches the ball go by. Lefty hitter. Started on the hill last game for Breck. Once again went 2 2/3. Watches strike one go by. Him and Snyder each allowed 6 runs in the 12-2 loss in 5 innings to Browerville. And that one roped. Oh, what a grab by the second baseman, who turns the double play. Just a bad break for Breckenridge. But a heck of a play there by the second baseman. We're going to make sure to track down that name. And I found out why Breckenridge is the home team in this after all my confusion. They did a coin toss. By the way, that was Boston Mitzel making that fantastic play. But they did a coin toss on this as Lawson Oliphant will be getting his first at bat of the day, swing and a miss. 0-1 count for Oliphant. And swing and a miss on that one, but that's in the dirt. 0-2 count for Oliphant. Ephraim Schwartzentruber delivers the pitch, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning. After the double play and the strikeout Breckenridge leads 2-1 after 2. You are listening to Cowboy Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back. We're about to start the top of the third inning. Breckenridge with a 2-1 lead against Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. And the bottom of the order steps up for Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. That is Jose Batillo. Start off this top of the third, and then we'll find the outside corner of the plate for strike one looking. Riley Kappas. Probably getting told by his teammates, live there. Let's see if he goes there again. And that one to inside. And Breckenridge did not strike out a single batter last game, so we'll see if they'll get their first K of the day here in this game. They did burn their ace in the last game, or in the 2 games ago, to start off the tournament when they had that 4-5 matchup with Browerville. Browerville was, after that ball, was fighting to play in the Section 6A tournament that they were hosting, but ended up falling short. Breckenridge winning that one 6-2. That one a little too high. 3-1 count. Jose Batillo, the bottom of the order. Never want to walk the bottom of the order. That's always kind of a one that cuts a little deeper. And that will be inside for ball 4. Jose Batillo takes his base. That is the second walk of the day for Kappas, but only giving up a hit other than that. So 3 base runners in these first 3 innings. See if he can keep it at that as Hogan Brunkhorst steps into the batter's box. That was a new name, new first name for me, Hogan. Like Hulk Hogan, I think. Big fan. And then Ephraim is next up in the order. Ephraim Schwarzentroober. And first pitch strike. Kappas getting ahead. And my apologies that the camera kind of more so focuses on the fence. But I thought you guys would want a good, nice close-up view, and that's just how it goes sometimes as we got a pickoff attempt. Toss it over to first to Logan Church, but not in time. Riley Kappas will continue to check the runner, Jose Batillo. Kappas delivers home and hits the outside corner. Brunkhorst, maybe thinking that was just a smidge too far out, but he's going to have to protect here with 2 strikes. 0-2 count. Riley Kappas looking for the first Breckenridge strikeout of the day. And we'll see if he got him on the check swing. He's going to say he didn't go. Hagen, apologies. Hagen Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst awaits the delivery. Too high. It's like a breaking ball that maybe didn't break how Kappas wanted to. Hagen Brunkhorst has the lone run of the day for the Thunder in this ballgame. Thunder got upset by Brandon Evansville to find themselves in this elimination game, while Brandon Evansville, about 30 yards behind me, are playing Parker's Prairie. Full count for Hagen Brunkhorst with the man on first. And this one hit to left field, but it's going to go foul. Some great contact on it, but just needs to get straightened out. Hagen front course. Got my mind on Frank's like hot dogs, evidently. Man on first. Kappas gives him a look. He's ready to deliver home. And that one low and outside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Ephraim Schwartzentruber could clear the bases here and give his squad the lead as they trail 2-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, which once again, this is Long Prairie-Grey Eagle the Thunder that Breckenridge are playing, but we're just using the scoreboard from the last game with the Parkers Ferry Panthers, so you guys are going to have to use your imagination on that Thunder logo. And swing and a miss from Schwartzentruber. Last time up, he flew out to center field. Actually, that's what these next two batters did. And showing bunt, but pulling back out of it. We got a 1-1 count. Men on first and second after a pair of walks to start off this top of the third. And showing a bunt and laying down the bunt. It's going to go out of play. Now, Schwartzentruber back in the batter's box for the 1-2 count. See if Kappas can capitalize. No pun intended. And that one got away from him a little bit there. He's having a little trouble with the curveball, I think. See a couple of them that sail up instead of dropping down. And this one will go inside to help out Schwartzentruber, and who has now battled back to a full count. Runners on first and second, no outs. Cowboys trying to avoid 3 straight walks. Can expect a mound visit from head coach Jack Heidemann, I'm assuming, if this one gets away from him, but it's going to be fouled off out of play over the batting cage back here down the first base line. And beautiful Browerville once again. After checking the runner at second, Kappas will fire home and has that one go too far outside for 3 consecutive walks. Tough break for the Cowboys. No outs still here in this inning. Just got to be shooting strikes here as Caden Frericks will step into the batter's box, but they're going to have a chat with Riley Kappas first. Breckenridge is on their 3rd pitcher of the day here in these 2 games, and we'll take a quick break during this mound visit. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Breckenridge with a 2-1 lead in a win-or-go-home game with the Long Prairie-Grey Eagle Thunder. But 3 straight walks to open up this 3rd inning. Has the bases loaded, and the Thunder going to drive this one to center field. Lawson Oliphant with the grab, and they're tagging up, trying to score. They do have the play over at 3rd base, so they'll be able to get the out there while the run scores. So that's a double play. It's like an 8-3-5 double play. See those every day, right? But the run scores. So an 8-3-5 double play that also leads to an RBI and a run. So Jose Batillo will score the tying run. Just a runner on first now after the double play and the run coming in. 0-1 after that foul ball. Make sure to get the score updated for you fine folks on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in with us today. Sorry it was a little hectic hopping on, but the game before went extra innings, so everything got a little wonky there for a bit. So, Riley Kappas fires the pitch, and this one is going to be lined to center field, and Lawson Dolphins already got 4 putouts on the day. Here through 3 innings, we got a 2-2 score, 1 left on, and no hits, 1 run. We got a 2-2 ball game heading in the bottom of the 3rd. You are listening to Section 6A Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network. We'll be right back after this quick break. Once again, having a few just technical issues as far as running the equipment with the sun kind of obscuring it here. So we might stay here for just a little bit longer just to set the stage for you with Breckenridge tied at 2-2 here heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle once again got upset today, so their outcome maybe was a little more surprising than the Cowboys had with taking on the #1 team in the state by QRF. But we'll take that break now on B92.7 FM.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back as we start off the bottom of the 3rd inning, and at the dish is Gavin Hoffert. Hoffert has struck out in his 1 trip to the plate. Swing and a miss on this one, and count is 1-1. 2-2 is your score here in the bottom of the 3rd. That one will hit the outside part of the zone for strike 2 looking. 1-2 count for Gavin Hoffert, as Breckenridge is now back at the top of the order in the dirt before it even got to the plate. Hoffert wisely holds off on that one. 2-2 count. Sports Intruders pitch. A little too high to make it a full count. And once again, there is no scoreboard here, so you guys are at the mercy of your ADD and ADHD riddled announcer as Gavin Hoffert draws a walk. That's what you got to do when you're the leadoff man. Anyway, on as Connor Ernst steps up to the plate. Ernst got on with an error in right field and ended up scoring the first run of the game. We'll watch a pitch go by. Gavin Hoffert on first. 2-2 game. Breckenridge and Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. My apologies if I accidentally say Parker's Prairie. Every now and then I look down at the scoreboard and mess up, so it's not just you guys. Ephraim Schwartzentruber has that pitch get away from him too high in the zone. Make it a 2-1 count for Connor Ernst. And that one is fouled off. I'm not going to say I flinched at that one, but my heart rate might have went up just a hair. 2-2 count for Connor Ernst with a man on first base. See how aggressive they're going to try to get with Hoffert over there at first. And that one will go out of the zone. Another full count. These Breckenridge batters are making Schwartzentruber work for it here. Schwartzentruber's payoff pitch is too high in the zone for back-to-back walks, so Both pitchers are kind of going through some control issues here. As Cooper Roberts steps up to the plate, he got on with an error as well, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was the error by the pitcher, so they had back-to-back errors. 3 if you include the one that was also in the field that allowed a run to score, or allowed a run to advance. Ball 1. That one too high once again. So we'll see if both pitchers are going to start off the inning with 3 straight walks. Kappas was lucky to limit the damage to 1 run. We'll see if Schwartzentruber can be just as lucky. Right now he's got 3 straight balls. And Cooper Roberts is looking to come around for his 2nd run of this game. His squad's tied up at 2, and that was kind of flirting with the block a little bit there. I thought it was kind of leaning forward, but Schwartzentruber plays it just close enough. Got to toe that line. That's the key. 3-0 count, and now 3 straight walks. As Cooper Roberts will take his base. So deja vu for you listeners that just watched 3 straight walks when Breckenridge was in the field. So that means we got the obligatory mound visit. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle going to have a quick mound visit to talk this over, and we'll take a very quick break here on B92.7 FM. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel as well.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back to Browerville, the host town for the Section 6A tournament, and at the plate is cleanup hitter Trey Vogelbacher. We'll watch ball 1 go by as Ephraim Schwartzentruber, struggling with the control here, has walked 3 straight batters, just as Riley Kappas did earlier in this inning, but looking to try to battle back and pops in a fastball there for strike 1. 1-1 count for Trey Vogelbacher, who had a single his last time up. And he'll rip this one at the shortstop, who's going to have the play at home, but the throw is going to be, it's going to be on the mark for the out. They were able to get the force out at home with the fielder's choice. It was close, though. So the force out at home keeps a run off the board. Nice heads-up play there by the Thunder. Trey Vogelbacher gets on with the fielder's choice. Roberts advances to second. Connor Ernst over to third. Brings up Paul Armitage. Armitage watches the fastball zoom by for strike 1. He struck out his last time up. So we're going to look to try to find his groove here with the bases juiced. We'll lay down a bunt with the bases loaded, and it is perfect. Right up the first base line for, they're going to say it went foul. Soft break. That was, I was sure that ball had stopped, so I was looking over to first base, and evidently it just rolled foul. That was a heads-up play there by Armitage. If it had just stayed a little left. But now, just like that, he's down 2 strikes. Count is 0-2 for Paul Armitage. Schwartzentruber trying to keep these runners in check on the bases, and Paul Armitage watches strike 3 go by. It's a tough couple plate appearances for Paul Armitage, and now Riley Kappas is tasked with bringing in these runners. And Kappas struggled with the strikeouts a little bit today, or throughout the year as well. And this one, he'll take a hack at the first pitch he sees. puts it in center field, and the left fielder is actually going to come over and grab it. So a very nice recovery, and good job hauling that in by Jose Patillo. So 3 runners are left stranded. 2-2 is the score. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to Browerville, home of the Tigers. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle taking on the Breckenridge Cowboys. Both teams looking to keep their season alive here in the Section 6A tourney. It's double elimination, and both teams lost earlier today, so you can do the math there on what happens next. Both teams knotted up at 2 after 3 innings. And if you're wondering how Breckenridge is the home team despite having the lower seed, I wondered the same thing. Evidently, they do a coin toss. Makes no sense to me, but that's all right. I'm not up or running for Section 6A commissioner until next year, so we'll fix that problem when we get to it. 2-2 is the score once again, top of the 4th. Starting shortly, Riley Kappas doing a good job limiting the base runners when they got on. Left one guy on for Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. This one, ooh, smoked to the left fielder. Trey Vogelbacher is going to make the grab, though. Good job with the quick step back and hauled it in, but that looked really good off the bat from Zario Gonzalez. Brings up Boston Mitzel. I'll call that an awesome name, but I don't know if it's on the all-Turner name team like Benelli on Parker's Prairie. That was wild. Got a ball inside. Should name my son Benelli. I don't know what was I doing. 1-0 count. And a nice recovery there from Kappas. Catches the inside part of the plate with a fastball. 1-1 count. Number 1-1 throwing the pitch. This one's popped up. Into the parking lot. They're saying someone's car got hit. That ain't good. I accidentally parked way too far away. I had to carry a lot of equipment over here. As we got a swing and a miss there. First Breckenridge strikeout of the day for any pitcher. It comes with through 3 1/3 innings of the second game. Oh, so 8 1/3 innings technically. This last game was 5 innings. So 2 up, 2 down. Gavin Johnson steps up to the plate, the lefty hitter. Grounded out to short last time around. See if Connor Ernst is going to get another one his way. That one outside for ball 1. I will say I'm a big fan of the jerseys here, though. The blue jerseys with the white pinstripes, those are clean. Big fan. I usually don't like pinstripes, but these I totally sign off on. Oh, and that one is smoked down the left or the third base line. Looked really, really good off the bat, but that's the thing about this camera angle. I get a little excited when it comes off the bat, and I'm like, oh my, that's out of here, and then it'll just be like a little shot down the line or something like that. Johnson awaits the pitch and will hit this one over to the third baseman, Cooper Roberts. and try to make the play, and he does. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, no errors. You are listening to Breck Baseball on B92.7 FM. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied up at 2.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Get your vehicle back on track with Smith Motors' Fresh Start Tire Event. Buy 3, get 1 for $1 on select tires. Find a better price elsewhere within 30 days of purchase, and Smith Motors will refund the difference. Need shocks and struts? Get up to $80 in rebates, along with $40 in rebates on brake pads and brake rotors. Plus up to $40 in rates on TPMS sensors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit smithmotors.com.
And welcome back to Browerville as Tucker Snyder steps up to the batter's box. And first pitch was a ball, I believe. And Schwartzentruber makes it a 1-1 count. And that one hits the outside part of the plate for strike 2. And last time at the dish, Tucker Snyder walked. Love to help out his on-base percentage once again as he fouls off this one. Ephraim Schwartzentruber. Ooh, did not miss that by much. 2-2 count. Schwartzentruber. Was that one too high to make it a full count for Tucker Snyder? He's going to look to try to make his way on any way he can once again as he takes a swing and a miss on that one for strike 3. Brings up Logan Church. Church had that bad luck where he lined it to the second baseman for the 4-3 for the double play. One is fouled off to start off the AB. And Church will foul off another. Long Prairie player just ran by and said it's too far. Gonna have to shout out that kid in a second here as Logan Church ends up grounding out to the pitcher. The 1-3 put out. And that is Isaac Atremba. Get a shout out for getting a chuckle out of me from the Thunder team. Lawson Oliphant struck out his last time up. Will lay down a bunt. He's going to use those wheels to get down the first base line and try to beat it out. And there's an error, so he's going to be allowed to take off to second as well. So a heck of a play there from Lawson Oliphant. I believe that was the third baseman who had that throw. Came up and charged it, but either way we got an error on Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. And just like that, Breckenridge has got a man in scoring position with their leadoff man coming up to the plate. Gavin Hoffert struck out his first time up and then walked his second time up. So maybe getting his first base knock of the day as he watches strike 1 go by. The Cowboys have a total of 4 hits between the 2 games, 1 in this one and then 3 last game. As Hoffert goes upstairs for 1, but is not able to make contact. 0-2 count for the leadoff man. The man on second. Too high in the zone. Hoffert holds off on that. Let's get a man in scoring position for Breckenridge, and Hoffert gets rung up on the outside corner. 1 man left on, 1 error, no hits, no runs. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at kbmwnews.com, or watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live or the i3G Sports Network.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
So what's in a name? Well, plenty when it comes to decisions about assisted living.
When it was time for Mom to make that move, we looked at a ton of options.
Everywhere we looked, there was something cold and impersonal. Then we found Twin Town Villa.
What we found at Twin Town Villa was completely different. They gently nurture their residents' identities, they help them hold their dignity, and they do it all with loving respect.
Twin Town Villa is a building filled with people, not numbers.
Twin Town Villa, building respect and dignity, one resident at a time.
To Browerville as we are about to start up the 5th inning. We got Travis Warner heading up to the plate. The right fielder wears number 7. And in his first time up, he walked and scored. We'll start off this at bat by taking a hack at the first pitch, and Logan Church will squeeze that one for the out. So after the pop-up, we got Jose Batillo, bottom of the order, but oh, he's the one who walked and scored. Apologies, Travis Warner had grounded out to short his last time up, so got my guys mixed up here. And first pitch strike for Riley Kappas. Kappas has this one hit over to Cooper Roberts at third base. We'll see if he can recover after muffing it a little bit, but he is just fine. 5-3 for the putout. Good stretch there by Logan Church as well. Hagen Brunkhorst. So far, he has walked twice. One of those times he scored. The other time he made his way all the way over to second, but didn't get any further. Still a 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 5th. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Kappas fires in a strike. Hagen Brunkhorst said, I'm having good luck not swinging my bat here, so maybe I should just walk up here and not hack at the first pitch. See if Kappas is going to try to add another one here in 0-2. I remember he got down to 0-2 the last one and battled back for a walk, so he doesn't seem too worried about it. Part of the gig being the leadoff guy. You can't get too nervous up there. That one will be inside for ball 1. Hagen Brunkhorst awaits the 1-2 pitch. Riley Kappas has this one hit to the shortstop, and it's going to go between the legs of Connor Ernst. So the E6 gives Brunkhorst the base. A rare error from Connor Ernst, who has been lights out over at short this year. Comes with 2 outs. And I want to say that's the first error of the game on the Cowboys here in the 5th inning. By my count, at least. You guys know my unofficial stats. Man on first. Kappas delivers home, and swing and a miss there from Ephraim Schwartzentruber. Kappas checks the runner at first. Gets ready to fire home. And showing bunt, but then off to second. Paul Armitage ended up sailing the throw a little bit there, but Breckenridge backing it up in the backfield. Or in the outfield. Do I already got my eyes set on football? Can you tell the Wolves just got eliminated the other night? Yeah. Already got my eyes on the NFL season somehow. and high school football. I'm excited to see Riley Kappas this year. Play some QB for the squad. And this one is going to get hit down the right field line. And it's not going to get hauled in. Logan Church was on his horse out there, as was Brecken Anderson, but they were not there in time. I think that was Brecken Anderson. I'm going to have to double check on that. It might be Tucker Snyder out there. I looked at the names, but I didn't look at the positions. No, Brecken Anderson is out there. And they made a last-minute change and decided that Lawson Oliphant would hit instead of Brecken Anderson. Or my apologies. They're DHing for Brecken Anderson, I should say, instead of Lawson Oliphant. All right. 1-2 count. That one low and in the dirt. A good stop there by Armitage to keep the runner at second. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. 2-2 count, and I got to tip my hat to these umpires. Do a fantastic job with keeping the pitch count here with no scoreboard. I'm waiting for someone to tell me like halfway through this game there is a score. As this will get hit by Logan Church. They're going to try to bring in the go-ahead run, and it is going to score. An RBI single from Schwartzentruber. Brings in Hagen Brunkhorst. And then advance to second on the throw. So 3-2 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle has taken the lead in a winner-go-home game. Kappas gets the first pitch strike to start this off against Caden Frericks, the center fielder. And low pitch. Make it a 1-1 count. Right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Man on second. Top of the 5th inning. Long Prairie up 3-2. And this one is hit to the shortstop, Connor Ernst, with a cannon over to first for the out. 6-3 put out, and there is 1 run scored, 1 error, and 1 hit. 3-2 is your score heading in the bottom of the 5th. You are listening to Section 6A Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725. Cargill is working around the clock to continue feeding the world safely, responsibly, and sustainably. Currently hiring for operations technicians starting at $28 an hour, along with $3,000 sign-on bonus. To join the Cargill team, go to careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. That's careers.cargill.com/Wahpeton-ND. Equal opportunity employer, including disability veterans. Good luck to the Breckenridge Cowboys in tonight's game.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back to Browerville. We are back in action with a first pitch swing from Connor Ernst. That's turned into his signature today. He's always taking a hack at the first thing he sees, and this one is not going to get hauled in for the out. Ernst got on with an error his first time up and scored a run, and then got all the way over to third his second time he got on base, but that was when all the guys got stranded. Ernst going to help out his squad with the 2 spot in the order. And he'll take another swing at this one, pop it up. It's going to go toward the batter's cage. see where that one landed. Ephraim Schwartzentruber humming along nicely here and almost got almost got his man to go chase that one. Connor Ernst, you can tell he's happy he hung off on that, or held off on that. Schwartzentruber's pitch is hit right to the second baseman for the 4-3 put out. Bit of a slow roller over to him, and now we have Cooper Roberts, another guy who's gotten on base both times he's been up to the plate, got on with an error, and then walked. So 0 for 1 officially on the day, and has also scored a run. Roberts looking for hit number 3 on the day, if you're including the first game of today as well, where he had 2 of the team's 3 hits. He'll chop this one over to the shortstop and makes the nice little 6-3 sling over there with the sidearm. Brings up Trey Vogelbacher, who has singled and got on with the fielder's choice. So 1 for 2 so far. Vogelbacher in his senior season. Breckenridge has got a lot of good innings out of him on the hill over the years. I've seen a lot of gems. Pretty fortunate, as that one will be just a hair outside. Vogelbacher good to try to keep it rolling in the cleanup spot. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning. Last inning someone got on with an error, but that was pretty close to a 1-2-3 inning. And that one is fouled off. I hear heads up and I duck. I'll find my bravery one day. Not today. Trey Vogelbacher. Swing and a miss on this one to go down swinging. 1-2-3 inning, and we got a 3-2 score. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle leads after 5. We'll come back with the top of the 6th. You're listening to Breck Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Welcome back to the top of the 6th inning. Breckenridge trails by 1 against the Long Prairie-Grey Eagle Thunder. Due up for the Thunder, we got their catcher Colton Park, third baseman Zario Gonzalez, and second baseman Boston Mitzel. Breckenridge has played a pretty clean game, only 1 error, I believe, so far. But the hits need to start coming. 1 hit is not going to do it, as that's all they have so far in this game through 5 innings. Trey Vogelbacher has the lone base knock of the day. And once again, we have Colton Park at the dish. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to center. He'll watch a first pitch strike go by, as Riley Kappas has put together a solid showing here. Not a strikeout fest, but doing a good job of scattering hits and only giving up the 3 runs. I think they all came in different innings. Yeah, it was the first, third, and fifth. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle was able to put a run on the board. That one too high to make it a 2-1 count. Riley Kappas This one popped up. Uh-oh. Someone's car got pegged there. No bueno. That one fouled off. Colton Park trying to get his second hit of the day. I got their team for 2 hits. And that might be number 3. Unless Connor Ernst can make this throw in time, but they're going to say it was not. So an infield single for Colton Park. Brings up Zario Gonzalez. He's grounded out to second and flown out to left. Man on first for the Thunder. Connor Ernst did his best to make that throw down to first, but that would have been a tough play, especially the wheels from Park on that. We'll give a quick little check throw over to first. Kind of a little bit of a half-hearted throw there from Kappas, but got the man to go back regardless, so mission accomplished. Zario Gonzalez looking for his first hit of the day. Will lay down a very nice-looking bunt. Scooped up by Kappas, throws it over to first for the out, and actually the throw is going to go off the mark. So the E1 leaves runners in scoring position. Just like that, runners on second and third. I think they must have heard me say they played a relatively clean game so far. They'll usually do it. Runners on second and third. Brings up Boston Mitzel. I'm told has a Breckenridge connection related to the Mishkis. So Mitzel and Mishki. So try not to get that mixed up. Probably going to accidentally call him Boston Mishki next time he comes up. But he has popped up to the second baseman and struck out. Fouls off this one. Runners on second and third. Cowboys have dodged a bullet with multiple guys getting on base so far in this game. See if they can do it again. That one too far outside for ball 1. 1-1 count for Boston Mitzel. Ooh, a little behind on that one. The off speed. 1-2 count. Riley Kappas going to try to get his second strikeout of the day, as his first one was also on Mitzel. Runners on second and third. This one is popped up. Logan Church is going to have a play on it in foul territory, and he will not be able to get to it. Great hustle there from the senior. One of those things where it might have been a blessing in disguise, because I think if he catches that, the runner might tag up on that, because that looked like he was kind of pretty far away there. Two runners on. Runners on second and third. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Kappas, as this one popped up. Logan Church going to try to haul over there once again. Is making sure to be wary of the fence. Foul ball once again. We saw Brecken Anderson fly into the fence in the Browerville game about a week ago, or however long that game was ago. Was that just earlier this week? Oh my goodness. That was just on Monday, wasn't it? Or Tuesday. But anyways, looked like a spider monkey flying into that fence. It was crazy. That one has popped up by Mitzel, who's keeping the AB alive. We'll see if the one car gets hit again. It's going to land between a few instead. Riley Kappas. Trying to keep these runners in check on second and third. No outs in the top of the 6th. Kappas, the delivery. This one smoked to left field for the 2-run single, double. Yep, that's going to be a 2-run double from Boston Mitzel. Rope that one. That brings in Colton Park and Zario Gonzalez. And a possible momentum swing there, as it is now a 3-run lead after the 2-run double, and no outs here in the top of the 6th. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle will send Gavin Johnson to the plate, and Breckenridge with some quick adjustments here. Head coach Jack Heidemann. I believe he was double checking to make sure someone touched the base, but we got the safe sign, so all must be well. For Long Prairie, at least. 5-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard after the 2-run double from Boston Mitzel. Brings up Gavin Johnson. He's grounded out to short, grounded out to third. And we'll watch a first pitch strike go by. He's got a man on second to work with, and no outs here in the top of the 6th. Kappas has that one get away from him a bit. Once again, a man on second. Breckenridge trailing 5-2 to Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. Kappas checks the runner at second. No pickoff attempt. Instead, he'll throw a pitch kind of at the shins. But Johnson's able to get out of the way. Paul Armitage doing a good job making sure that didn't leak through. 1-2 count. Or is it 2-1 count? We'll find out. This one is fouled off. Either way, it's 2 strikes now. Oh, my apologies. It was caught by Paul Armitage. I thought that was out. But it's out in a different way. So Paul Armitage makes the out. Brings up Travis Warner, grounded out to short and popped up to the first baseman today. So far only 1 out, and he's got a man on second. Riley Kappas checks the runner at second. Fires a first pitch strike once again. He's helping himself out to start off these at-bats ahead, but he's got to finish them a little stronger. Travis Warner looking for his first hit of the game. And this one is going to go too far inside to make it 1-1. 5-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Long Prairie-Grey Eagle leading Breckenridge in the elimination bracket. So the loser of this one has their season come to an end. The winner moves on to play later in Morris, and we got a throw down to third base, and it looks like the out is made. So Mitzel gets caught stealing, tried to advance on a pass ball, but thrown out by the catcher. Brings up Travis Warner, Travis Warner will continue his AB. Count is full for the right fielder. And the pitch from Kappas is smoked over to Roberts. Roberts almost able to make the throw. Did a good job of stopping that. I'm going to give that one an infield single. I don't know if anybody's stopping that one. So that is the 3rd hit of the inning for Long Prairie-Grey Eagle as they bring up Hagen Brunkhorst. Oh, apologies. Jose Batillo. Thought we were back at the top of the order. Batillo has grounded out and walked. Also has scored a run today. This one is fouled off into the back fence. 5-2 score once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jose Batillo. He's got a man on first, 2 outs. And Riley Kappas is able to pop that outside corner. We got an 0-2 count. Kappas checks the runner at first. We'll fire the curveball home, and just a little too high, 1-2. And runner's going to take off to second. I'm not sure if Paul Armitage thought that was strike 3 looking or why he didn't throw it down to second, but Travis Warner is now in scoring position. Batillo awaiting the pitch and swinging a foul ball. Fouled off and actually went off Armitage's mask. Batillo turned around to check if he's all right. I'm so glad I was never a catcher. I wouldn't have it in me. Checks the runner at second. Kappas fires home. And Patillo swinging a miss for strike 3, but 2-run score for Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. They now got a 3-run cushion heading into the bottom of the 6th. You are listening to Cowboy Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live per the I3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th coming your way. Breckenridge trailing 5-2 against Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. And stepping up to the plate is Paul Armitage. Armitage watches a fastball go too high in the zone for ball 1. Looking to find his groove at the plate, has struck out his last 2 plate appearances here in this game. And we'll swing and a miss on this one to make it a 1-1 count. And Ephraim Schwartzentruber is still on the hill for the Thunder. And on this off-speed pitch, Armitage is able to foul it off. Armitage awaits the delivery and doesn't go chasing that one. 2-2 count for the senior catcher. That one way too high to make it a full count. Any way on would be good for Armitage at this point, he's saying. And that one will miss just a hair outside for ball 4. And Armitage gives his squad a base runner to start off the bottom of the 6th. Riley Kappas grounded out to the pitcher and then flew out to left field in his 2 plate appearances. We'll see if they get aggressive with Armitage on the base paths. He's got some wheels. First pitch strike from Ephraim Schwartzentruber. And this one is going to be hit right at the pitcher by Kappas, and the throw is not going to be in time, so an infield single, and then an errant throw after the fact will allow both runners to score. So I would probably call that a single and then an E5 to move the runners over. I think that's the 5th error of the day by my count for Long Prairie-Grey Eagle. And apologies if I forgot to flip the camera over again. Apologies, folks. First pitch strike. Hadn't gotten a lot of action in the field in the bit, so hadn't been switching back and forth. Tucker Snyder going to show bunt, and this one is going to get fouled off. Maybe I'll just leave it on the wide shot for a bit here. Tucker Snyder has walked once and struck out once. Love to move over or bring in these runners in scoring position. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Tying run at the plate. And now a 1-2 count for Tucker Snyder. Fastball didn't miss by much. Pretty good waste by Schwartzentruber. That one fouled off. Maybe that was my first flinch of the day. It's hard to say. Snyder. Go back to the close view for you. if you're watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, and if you're watching the close view, you know that one didn't miss by a whole lot. So 2-2 count. I'm sure the Breckenridge staff are letting Snyder know, got to protect here, and he'll drive this one out to the outfield, where it'll drop right between the center fielder and the right fielder, but Paul Armitage will come in for the run. RBI single from Tucker Snyder. Second or third hit of the ball game, if you give Kappa's hit, which I do. Paul Armitage comes in for the run. The lead is cut to 2. Ephraim Schwartzentruber fires home, and Logan Church fouls this one off. The catcher is going to be able to make the grab, but it ends up going off the glove. Had it in the bread basket, but that would have been a tough catch. He was sliding back, and Breckenridge catches a break. Cowboys trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Logan Church, left-handed hitter at the dish, and they're going to go with the pickoff. And once again, kind of flirting with the balk there a little bit, but was able to avoid it, and Logan Church fouls off this one. I think the catcher ended up taking the brunt of that one. So Colton Park showing that he's tougher than me. Currently no outs here in the bottom of the 6th, as Logan Church is going to put this through someone's window really quick here. Ephraim Schwartzentruber trying to get the first out of the inning. Runners on first and second. Tying runs on first. Church fouls this one off, so Park will get his chance at redemption, and he'll make the grab, but didn't know if it was off the fence or not. Breckenridge is going to try to say this is off the fence, though. And looks like they're going to say that it was caught. And then I think they're going to say the glove is what actually hit the fence. But either way, the out is made, and they're not going to overturn it. So we got Lawson Oliphant stepping into the batter's box with men on second and first. And one out after that pop up to the catcher. And Oliphant laying down a textbook bunt to the third baseman, who's not going to scoop it up. So the error at third. I don't know if I'm just being like too harsh on them or not, but I got them for 5 errors. But Breckenridge is the team that needs to capitalize here off them. They got bases juiced. Bottom of the 6th, then top of the order is up. Gavin Hoffert 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts, and he'll put a single into the outfield for a run, and they're going to hold off on that second one. So an RBI single for Gavin Hoffert. Connor Ernst now stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and has also scored a run. Riley Kappa has scored that last run to cut the lead to 1. And a swing and a miss to start off this at bat. 5-4 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bases loaded for Connor Ernst. Schwartzentruber has this one missed, not by much. A nice fastball, 1-1 count for Connor Ernst, who resisted swinging at the first pitch he saw. And this will be hit right at the pitcher. They got a chance to turn 2 here. 6-4 turn, and the tying run comes in as it ends up being a fielder's choice because Connor Ernst beat it out. And Tucker Snyder scores the tying run. Breckenridge, the golden opportunity to take the lead here with runners in the corners. And their best hitter, Cooper Roberts, at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk in this ball game. Had 2 hits earlier in the day, though. Excuse me. Watches the first one go by. And there are 2 outs currently, as they got that fielder's choice out, and then Logan Church popped up. And speaking of pop-ups, Cooper Roberts might be doing the same thing Church did, but it's going to go out of play. Into the parking lot. So glad I didn't park there. Oh, that's a tough. Isn't that the worst when you're literally like standing by your pickup and it gets hit? That guy doesn't even seem bothered by it. Respect. 5-5 score, bottom of the 6th. Cooper Roberts is going to foul off another one. He's going to try to straighten this out. Ephraim Schwartzentruber trying not to lose the lead here in a 5-5 ball game. Runners in the corners once again. And Breckenridge close to batting around here. Roberts kind of a little in front of that and fouls it off once again. And by the way, a little pitch count update. I'm not 100% sure what Schwartzentruber is at, but Riley Kappas hit 100 pitches last inning. So something to keep in mind heading into the 7th. I think that means they give him another 15. Would you look at that? Cooper Roberts fouls off another one. That's 4 straight foul balls. We'll see who's going to win this duel. Ephraim Schwartzentruber trying to keep this game tied up at 5. Cooper Roberts would love to bring in these runners from 3rd and 1st. Connor Ernst on 1st. Lawson Oliphant on 3rd. Roberts awaits the pitch. And this one is going to get smoked to left field. And it's going to go well over the left fielder. Cooper Roberts, showing why he's got the best bat on the team. Scores 1 run, and there was almost a second runner. There was almost an out at 3rd base, but a great job getting back to 3rd. So Breckenridge takes the lead with the massive double from Cooper Roberts. Are they calling that a single? And he took the second on the throw. I'm going to give him a double. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I was watching the action over here at home. So, but Lawson Oliphant comes in for the score. And the go-ahead run. And now Trey Vogelbacher trying to keep the party going, but it is going to be a ground out 6-3. So every Breckenridge batter got to see the plate there in that inning, and they were able to put 4 runs on the board. Breckenridge leads 6-5 heading into the final inning. You are listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
And welcome back. We got a 6-5 Breckenridge lead after they put 4 runs on the board last inning. And giving them the lead was Cooper Roberts with a big double, a booming double. But we got a lot. We also got hits from Riley Kappas, Tucker Snyder. I say we like we got to witness the hits, not like I'm on the team here. Come on, guys. My playing days are over. Riley Kappas throws this one in the dirt. That's what my pitches would look like. Just kidding. They wouldn't get to the plate. But 1-0 count. And Long Prairie-Grey Eagle potentially down to their final 3 outs here in the top of the 7th. And they're at the top of the order. So good place to be for Hagen Brunkhorst, who is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks and has scored twice. Hagen Brunkhorst. Awaits the Riley Kappa's delivery, who is likely going to hit his pitch count soon, pending a fast 3 outs. But I know he entered this one with 100 pitches, and I believe that was just 4, so probably got 11 left in the chamber, I think. Or no, that was 3. 1-2 count for Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst sends this one to right field, where Brecken Anderson will make the out. So the put out in right field. Breckenridge is 2 outs away from keeping their season alive. Brings up Ephraim Schwartzentruber. Came up with a big RBI single earlier in this game. Kappas delivers the pitch for a first pitch strike. It's that outside part of the plate. Schwartzentruber looking for his second hit of the day after singling in his last trip to the plate. This one will go right at Roberts. Roberts makes the throw over to first for the out. It looked like that could have had a potential wicked hop at the end of that, but did a good job staying in front of it. Caden Freiricks. Freiricks. One of those is probably right. Stepping out of the plate, 0 for 3 so far. He's flown out, hit into a double play, and grounded out to short. He did get an RBI on that double play, though. This one is going to be hit out to center field. Lawson Oliphant could make the last out of the game, and he does. So Breckenridge, with a come-from-behind victory, 4 runs in the 6th inning, were all they needed. And Riley Kappas goes the complete way, or goes the distance, giving up 5 runs. And the Cowboys keep their season alive. They'll move on in the Section 6A tournament to face the loser of the Parkers Prairie-Brandon Evansville game, I believe, and that will be in Morris. We'll take another look at the bracket as we dive into our post-game show. A very quick game that was as we wrap it up. Once again, 6-5 final score. We'll be right back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. Breckenridge Cowboys keeping the season alive.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
All right. It is settled, folks. Browerville is one of my new favorite towns because this game got over Breckenridge with a come-from-behind victory against the Long Prairie-Grey Eagle Thunder. And you know what they had on standby over with in the booth where they're running everything here? They should have been a Cowboy locked and loaded. Good golly. These Browerville people are too great. I bet they had Thunderstruck in the chamber if the Thunder were going to come away with this one. But should have been a Cowboy is playing right here at Browerville. So that got a good chuckle out of me. So Breckenridge, apparently I was being a little too strict with the errors because they have racked up 8 hits on the day. Cooper Roberts had 2 of them. Lawson Oliphant with 2 as well. I definitely called one of those an error. Tucker Snyder, Trey Vogelbacher, Connor Ernst, and Gavin Hoppert each had a hit. Hoppert did that big RBI hit. Ernst, Roberts, and Snyder also had an RBI apiece. Roberts had that double that was the go-ahead double, the biggest hit of the game. And shout out to Riley Kappas, an 107-pitch effort. Gave up 5 runs, 5 hits, only 5 hits, mind you. 4 walks, it did get a little scary there with the walks for a bit, but he shook that off. I mean, 3 of those walks came consecutively in 1 inning, so that tells you he was locked in for the other 6 for sure. And leading the bats for Long Prairie-Grey Eagles, they were finishing the day with 5 hits. Colton Park had a pair of hits and an RBI, and Boston Mitzel drove in a pair of runs with a huge 2-run double for their biggest hit of the day. And Schwartzentruber also had a hit on the day. So, they had some solid efforts on their end with Ephraim Schwartzentruber giving up 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them being earned, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Kappa's only struck out 2 batters, so I guess he won the strikeout war there. But Breckenridge picking up the victory to move on once again, and this victory sends them to Morris on Monday. And my apologies if I need to get corrected on that at one point, but they will play in Morris at 11 a.m. on Monday, and they'll have multiple games going on over there. So make sure to follow our coverage of it if we'll be out there broadcasting. I'm assuming we're going to be out in Morris on Monday to cover the Cowboys as they'll take on the loser once again between Parker's Prairie and Brandon Evansville. But these brackets get a little wonky, so my apologies if I ended up just butchering the recap there. But basically, all that matters is Breckenridge was trailing by 3 runs. They said, I think we can get 4 runs on the board, right? And they did. They put 4 runs on the board in the 6th inning to take the lead, and then didn't have to go out for the 7th inning because they were the home team, because they won a coin toss, which is still crazy to me, even though they didn't have the better seed. But it is what it is. We'll do, as part of our Miller Realty postgame show, we'll do our play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And got to give it to Cooper Roberts for that double to give his squad the lead. That was fantastic to drive in the run. And I got to see, there's a lot of guys who I don't want to go Cooper Roberts back-to-back games. Come on, folks. You know me. I like to spread the love around here. So let's go with someone else who maybe. Oh, you know what? Let's go with Riley Kappas. He got the win on the hill. How could we mess that up? I know maybe he's not saying that's the greatest effort of his career, but you know what? You won a massive playoff game that kept your team's season alive, and did it by just pretty much just staying solid. And once again, it turned into a little bit of a walk fest there, and look how he responded. No walks there from there on out, I'm pretty sure, because he had the one in the first inning as well. So 3 walks in that one inning, but only finished with 4. So I'm going to give it to Riley Kappas for our player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. So thank you all so much for tuning in to both of these broadcasts here on KBMW News Live and on B92.7. We appreciate all of you fantastic listeners, and it's fun to keep up with the Breckenridge baseball team, and their season will live on once again. Make sure to follow the coverage on Monday. Final score, once again, Breckenridge 6, Long Prairie-Grey Eagle 5. You've been listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
Jacob Azoo